TBH, what are your thoughts on dubbed anime versus subbed anime? Because a lot of people don't like dubbed anime because they either seem too childish or just not energetic enough. Thanks.
Alright, good question. The age-old dubbed versus subbed versus dubbed debate. Dung, dung, dung. To be honest, this really isn't a debate. To be honest, most of the controversy that I see on this subject comes from the subbed anime. The subbed version of the community, for some reason, they just feel the need to bully and harass people who watch dubbed anime. They love to tell them how shit the voice actors are and this, that, and the third, and how it might come out later and this, that, and the third. I was thinking about making a video waging war on the retardation of the sub community. So hold up. What I'm about to say, if the shoe fits, then be mad. But for the most part, if it don't apply, let it fly. Okay. Most of this bullshit comes from the sub side of the community, and I'm about to basically just dig holes in all their bullshit. First of all, y'all take this shit too seriously. It's fucking cartoons. Yes, I said cartoons. Okay. Anime are just fucking they're Japanese cartoons. Get over yourselves. It's just cartoons. That's my first point. It's not that serious. And then also, why do y'all care how people who watch dubbed consume the content, right? The most important thing is that they consume the content. How does me watching dubbed anime affect your ability to watch sub? Have you ever stopped to think when you make these dumbass comments about, oh, dubs are horrible, this, that, and the third, that the voice acting doesn't bother me and that's why I watch it? Fuck you. And I'm talking about the people that do this shit in the sub community. Fuck you, because to be honest, I could be wrong. I really don't see this coming from the dub side. People who watch dub just be minding their own business and shit like that. I watch both. I mostly watch. I'd say like 90% dubbed. And if I'm really into an anime and I can't wait, then I will watch the sub. But so it's like whatever. But I mostly watch dub. Also, like I said, going back to the consuming the content part, that's the most important thing, right? Stop chastising people how they watch the anime and be happy that they're watching anime. Because a long time ago, back in the 90s when I was a kid, there was a big stigma about watching anime. You are a dweeb, a loser, whatever. It's cool to watch anime, accept it. More people are getting into it. And there's nothing wrong with someone being casual. Casual has become a word I feel like that's been becoming like an insult. Casual just means that you're not that into it as much as someone who's hardcore, but it doesn't mean that you're not into it. You shouldn't down somebody because they are. And going back to what I said, it's important that they consume the content. Like I said, back in the 90s, early 2000s, it was like Toonami was the only way to get anime. Or if you had a local video store, you had the anime section in the back of the video store that you can find, and they had all the weird shit, the hentai and tentacle porn and shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's the name? But going back, yeah. So when it comes to consuming content, it's important because we want the community, we want the industry known as anime to grow. And the only way it's going to grow is if more people consume it. So whether you're watching dubbed or subbed, it's good you're consuming it because you're helping the industry grow. When you're consuming the content, and I'm assuming that you watch legally, whatever you do, if you got them alleged links, whatever, that's your business. But the more people that you bring in, that's more people subscribing to Crunchyroll, Funimation, Viz Media, whatever, which brings more money into the industry. Who gives a fuck? Do you think Crunchyroll cares whether or not you watch sub or dub? They just want you to sub so they can bring in more money. They bring in more money, they can bring more shows to North America. So why are you upset that somebody watches dubbed versus subbed? It doesn't sub versus dub. It doesn't matter. As long as you're consuming, you're helping the community grow. Stop being gatekeepers. That shit is corny. As long as someone has a real passion and love for something, let them enjoy it. And on top of that, one thing that that pisses me off about what they do in the sub community too, I don't watch dub because fucking the voice actors are terrible. Have you watched a dub recently? Have you taken a look at Funimation's simuldub cast program, where they basically bring anime over almost as soon as it comes out subbed and they dub it? Like, I think My Hero is like 2 episodes behind the sub. Like back in the day, you'd be like a whole year behind the fucking sub. Now it's like 1 or 2 episodes, so like I can watch the dub and keep up and I can still enjoy the show. You shouldn't be mad because, like I said, have you watched the dub recently? Like most of these dubs, My Hero's dub is fine. Fucking, I watched Black Clover, the dub is fine to me. Like, I don't understand what you're so. The voice is just the interest to see you. Do y'all do this shit in real life? Like when you, and I'm just gonna assume most of y'all don't got friends who do this shit, okay? When you go to talk to people, you be like, yo, he seems like a great guy, but I can't talk to him because the way his voice is, like, it's just, the intricacies, it's just a little too high, it's just a little too low. Do y'all do that shit in real life? Because if you don't, then shut the fuck up. Why do you do it when you watch cartoons? It's not that serious, bruh. Jesus fucking Christ. And like, it goes back to saying, it's fucking cartoons. Yeah, I said it. Japanese cartoons. Get over yourself. Stop being gatekeepers. Just be happy more people are enjoying what you enjoy, because at the end of the day, it allows you to have more conversations with different types of people from different walks of life. Me, somebody who's been gone to a lot of different gaming conventions, which I know is not anime, obviously, but there's anime games. A lot of times I have trouble talking to people because we come from different walks of life. But one thing that we always have in common when we go to these conventions is we can talk about games. So anime can do the same thing. It can bridge gaps between people, and then you can find great friends. But you're too busy being a fucking gatekeeper and a dickhead, bruh. It's pointless, bruh. Imagine how much of a loser you have to be. So My Hero comes on Saturdays, right? Imagine how much of a loser you have to be to know that, to be upset that I watch the dubbed every Saturday. I know I'm 2 episodes ahead, and I should be happy. But that guy just tweeted out he just watched the dub. Get over yourself, bro. Go outside, get some sunshine, breathe some fresh air, drink some water, because your life is in peril. It's cartoons. It's not that serious. We got more pressing problems, okay? Jesus fucking Christ. Let people like what they like. Like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly, but if the shoe fits, fuck you. All right. And that's my take on subbed versus dubbed. Live and let live. As long as you're enjoying the content, that's all that matters. Don't worry about what the next man is watching, because it's none of your motherfucking business. All right, moving on to the next question. This one's also an anime question. This one comes from T's OTTC. I don't know what the fuck that stands for. And he wants to talk about anime and their fans. Let's get into the question.
Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also, consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.